In the past, evolution has happened very, very slowly, a gradual increase in consciousness through multiple life forms over millions of years. And now for the first time, a life form can consciously cooperate in entering a new stage, a new evolutionary stage, a new state of consciousness. But you needed the suffering it has had a function, and many of you know that. You would not be here if you had not gone through states of unhappiness and varying degrees of suffering. So let's be really thankful. You need suffering until you don't.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer. You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain, so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. You have to struggle. You have to struggle. The bigger the struggle, the bigger the peace. The bigger the suffering, the more peace.
Suffering builds character, therefore suffering is good for you. When I went to school in England, the basic premise of education was that suffering builds character. And therefore all senior boys were at liberty to bang about the junior ones with a perfectly clear conscience, because they were doing them a favor. It was good for them, it was building their character. And as a result of this kind of attitude, the word discipline has begun to stink. It's been stinking for a long time. But we need a kind of entirely new attitude towards this, because without that quiet and that non-striving, life becomes messy. When you let go, finally, because there's nothing to hold on to, you have to be awfully careful not to turn into loose yogurt. Let me give two opposite illustrations. When you ask most people to lie flat on the floor and relax, you find that they are full of tensions because they don't really believe that the floor will hold them up. And therefore they are holding themselves together, they're uptight. They're afraid that if they don't do this, even though the floor is supporting them, they'll suddenly turn into a gelatinous mass and trickle away in all directions. Then there are other people, when you tell them to relax, they go like a limp rag. But you see, the human organism is a subtle combination of hardness and softness, of flesh and bones. And the side of Zen which has to do with neither doing nor not doing, but knowing that you're it anyway and you don't have to seek it, that's Zen flesh. But the side in which you can come back into the world with this attitude of not seeking and knowing you're it and not fall apart, that requires bones. And one of the most difficult things, belongs to, of course, a generation we all know about that was running around some time ago, where they caught on to Zen and they started anything goes painting. They started anything goes sculpture. They started anything goes way of life. Now, I think we're recovering from that today. At any rate, our painters are beginning once again to return to glory, to marvelous articulateness and vivid color. Nothing like it has been seen since the stained glass of Chartres. That's a good sign. But it requires that there be in our daily use of freedom, and I'm not just talking about political freedom, I'm talking about the freedom which comes when you know that you're it forever and ever and ever. And it'll be so nice when you die, because that'll be a change, but it'll come back some other way. And when you know that and you've seen through the whole mirage, then watch out, because there may still be in you some seeds of hostility, some seeds of pride, some seeds of wanting to put down other people, or wanting just to defy the normal arrangements of life.
Because one can be free totally from sorrow. And at the end, when sorrow ends, there is not only wisdom, but also there is tremendous passion. Not lust, passion, which has nothing whatsoever to do with a desire, with enthusiasm. So, without escaping, when you say, I suffer, when you shed tears, when there is somebody that you love that is lost, is gone, without escaping, running away from this sense of anxiety, loneliness, despair, not to run away from it, but to remain with it totally. You understand? Because sorrow is the summation of energy. You know, any challenge, the deeper the challenge, the wider the challenge, the more intense the challenge is, the greater energy is demanded to meet it. Sorrow is this challenge. And it is the essence of that challenge to which you have to respond. But if you respond to it by escaping from it, by seeking comfort from it, then you are dissipating the energy that you need to meet this thing. You understand? So when there is no escape, and there is no escape, because if you do escape, sorrow is always there, like your shadow, like your face, is always with you. And without escaping, to remain with it without any movement of thought. You understand? Are you doing this? We are talking together, we are looking together into this. So, or you do it now, not tomorrow. Do it now as we are talking. We are saying, don't escape from suffering. Whatever that suffering is, naturally, physical suffering, you need to alleviate it. You need to quieten it. But this, we are talking about psychological suffering, the deep inward pain of man. If you run away from it, you have not solved it. But if you remain with it, not identify yourself with it, because you are that suffering. But if you say, I must identify with it, I must accept it, I must rationalize it, you are moving away from the actuality of suffering.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.